creators, great to see you. Welcome back to Monzon Media. Today I want to show you a sneak peek of Luminar Neo. However, let me stress this point that please don't make any judgments on what you see today. This is mainly a tech demo for show and tell. It has nothing to do with how Luminar is going to perform. It has nothing to do with the actual results you're going to see today. It's really just to give you an idea of what Luminar Neo is trying to achieve. So we're going to look at three main things today: the Relight AI, the dust removal function, as well as the ability to remove power lines. Now here we are in Luminar Neo in the catalog section. Again, don't take this as the gospel. This could look very different once the final release is completed. So let's play around with the dust removal function. These are pictures that were provided by Skylum. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. You're not going to see all the tools that you normally see here. This is a very stripped down version for show and tell. I'm going to keep saying that. Make no judgments based on this demonstration. Okay, so as you see here, actually I'm going to make myself smaller here. If you look at the sky above, you see all the dust. So let's go ahead and click erase here. And you're going to see under here it says objects removal, remove power lines, which we'll look at in a second, and remove dust spots. So assuming we click this, boom, there you go. Most of it is done. That does a pretty good job. Now I could see, a little bit of remnants that we can clone out. Unfortunately, I don't have any other tools. But in terms of a click of a button, it does a fairly decent job. And again, the final version would probably do it much cleaner. But they did tell us in our last affiliate call that a lot of these functions, these one-click functions, may need some cleanup. Okay, let's go back into the catalog and look for another one. You can see our dust spots here. Again, we're going to go to erase and remove dust spots. So yeah, it does do a fairly decent job. If I zoom in here, again, you're going to see a few small spots here that we could manually erase. I don't see really too much else. There's a little spot over here. And we can click erase and get rid of those spots. Now let's look at this remove power lines thing. I said that I wasn't too excited about it. I rather see more portrait tools like a healing brush or something like that. I can see the use case scenarios. Like a picture like this doesn't bug me. This is part of the environment. So I don't mind it here, but some people, they want to get rid of it. So we're going to go ahead and click power lines here. Okay, it does a fairly decent job as well. You could see some streaking here, which will need some cleanup. Again, I don't have any tools to clean that up. And you do see some remnants there that we can manually delete here, here. And the streaks, we would, use the clone tool perhaps to clean that up. I wonder if the erase tool would work. Maybe it will, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it kind of got rid of those streaks too. Well, now that looks like a, a cleaner picture, so I can see the attraction to this type of feature as well. Let's try out another one here. There we go. Oh, and this one's pretty complicated. There's quite a few power lines here. Let's head over to erase. Click on remove power lines. Just be a second. Wow, that's pretty impressive. It got rid of all the ones from here as well. Let's do a before and after. And it actually does a really good job of, see, within the trees here as well. It does a pretty good job of maintaining what's behind the power lines. You see here in the trees here. Wow. Yeah, that's impressive. This one seemed to do it much cleaner. This one I'm actually pretty excited for, and this is under the Relight. Let's go into Relight here. And what I want to do is, Relight near. It says brightness near. So if I slide this up, whoa, you see a lot of that detail now come back to life. Look at that. That's pretty good. And then there's a option here for brightness far. So I guess the background there. There you go. Let's see if we control the depth. See that where I bring it down? And then if I slide it to the right, probably not the best demonstration for depth, but as you can see, as I bring it to the left, the depth changes as to where that is there. Halo, well, okay. Again, probably not the best example for haloing. And then there's a slider here for warmth near. See how that makes it more warmer, and far as well. You could see the haloing now. There you go, fix that up. But yeah, that works pretty well. Let's look at one more for relighting. Let's play with the slider here. Bring the brightness near up. There you go. And the brightness far, let's decrease that. Well, that's a little much. It looks too fake. But we can even increase that to kind of balance it out. Actually, I'm going to bring the near down just a little, give it more of a dramatic look. Depth, that seems to be okay where it is. Yeah, that works fairly well. So unfortunately, those are the only 3 functions I have to show for you. Again, this is a tech demo. Don't make any judgment calls on how it's going to perform and all that stuff, and how it looks even based on this demonstration. It's more to give you an idea of what Luminar Neo is trying to do. With that being said, I will update you as I get more information. I'm hoping to get the beta very soon. I'm not sure if I will, but if you like this and leave comments and help me get this video out, maybe if I get enough responses, they'll be like, yeah, here's a beta for you. I am an affiliate, but I'm still a small channel, so yeah. Who knows? With that being said, in the description below and also on the community tab are Black Friday deals that are happening right now up until November 29th. And then prices will go back to regular prices. But for now, as I always say, get out there, hit record, create, and I'll see you when I see you.